Standard form, also known as general form. By the end of this video, I hope that you understand the rules of standard form and are able to identify the variables of this form. Also, I hope that you're able to easily find the x-intercept, y-intercept, and the slope in standard form using the tricks that I will give you. As I said, there are 3 different ways to write a linear function. The last one is standard form. Some people call it general form, but they mean the same thing. It appears in the form ax plus by is equal to c. Now, in this form, a, b, and c are integers that are constantly changing, while x and y are variables that do not change. So they must remain just as variables. An example of a linear equation in the standard form is 3x plus 2y equal to c. Another example of a linear equation in standard form is 4x minus 6y equals negative 14. As you can see, the integers keep changing while the variables remain the same. There are 2 rules in standard form. There can be no fractions in standard form, and the integer next to x cannot be negative. It has to be positive. So what does this mean? Say you have the equation 4/3 x plus 5y equals 3. Is that in standard form? Think for a second and tell me. No, it is not, because this value over here has a fraction. So what can you do about this? All you have to do is get rid of the fraction. To get rid of the fraction, you just multiply the entire equation by 3 because 3 is the denominator of the fraction. So you have to multiply both sides by 3. So you do 4/3 x plus 5y times 3 equals 3 times 3. And you get 4x plus 15y is equal to 9. So that's how you get rid of the fraction. Let's take another example. Negative 8x plus 8y is equal to 6. Now, is that in standard form? No, it is not, because there is a negative on the integer next to x. So you have to get rid of that. How do you get rid of the negative? You just multiply both sides by a negative to get rid of the negative on the x. You get 8x minus 8y is equal to negative 6. So that's how you get rid of the negative. So say there's an equation, negative 3/4 x plus 5/2y is equal to 3. Now, is that in standard form? No, because there are not only fractions, but there is also a negative in the equation next to the x integer. First, let's get rid of the fractions. Like I said, take the denominator and multiply both sides by it. So you multiply 4 times negative 3/4 x plus 5/2y is equal to 3 times 4. And you get negative 3x, and 4 times 5/2. So 4 times 5 is 20 divided by 2 is 10y is equal to 3 times 4 is 12. So now we've gotten rid of the fractions. All we have to do is get rid of the negative next to the integer of x. So to do this, multiply both sides by a negative. Let's do a different color here. Times negative times negative. There's a negative sign over there. You should get 3x minus 10y is equal to negative 12. So that is how you get rid of the negatives and the fractions to make sure that your equation is in standard form. The main reason to use this form of linear functions is because it's really easy to find the x and y intercepts of a line in it. Let's review the standard form again. So it's ax plus by is equal to c. Now let's take an example. Let's choose 3x plus 10y is equal to negative 4. Now let's first make sure this is in standard form. Does it have any fractions? No. And is there a negative next to the x integer? No. So therefore, it's good to go. It's in standard form. Okay, so there's an easy shortcut to find the x-intercept. So use the shortcut. X-intercept is equal to c over a. You might be wondering, what is c over a? Where do I get those values? It's simple. C over a. So you can see in our equation, the value of c is negative 4 and the value of a is 3. So this is equal to negative 4 divided by 3. The shortcut to find the y-intercept is c divided by b. So let's look at our values, c and b. So c is negative 4 in our equation and b is 10. So we get y-intercept is equal to c over b, which in our equation is negative 4 divided by 10. You can simplify that. Divide 4 by 2, divide 10 by 2, and you get negative 2 divided by 5. So that's your y-intercept for this equation. It is also really easy to find the slope in standard form. To get the slope, use the shortcut. Slope is equal to negative a divided by b. So in our case, a is 3 and b is 10. So let's substitute that in our shortcut. So remember, we shouldn't put 3 as a because it says negative a. So the slope is negative 3 divided by b, which is 10. So you get the slope for the equation 3x plus 10, y equals negative 4 is minus 3 divided by 10. Here is my checklist for standard form. I hope it helps. It's your turn now. Here are some questions to help you understand the concept better. First, identify the values of a, b, and c from the equation 4x minus 8y is equal to negative 20. Next, fix the following equations so that they follow the rules of standard form. 3x minus 2 divided by 5y is equal to 3 divided by 2. Another one is negative 2 divided by 4x plus 4y is equal to 2. Lastly, find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and the slope of the equation negative 6x minus 3y is equal to 2. The answer to these questions will be in the description box below. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and look out for more videos in the future. Bye!